Okay, here we go again. This is me, it's enda. I just recorded a big long video and it was not working. Okay, here we are. This is enda.bullwebs.org. I gotta start again. Thank you for clicking on the video. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. I've never really said that. I'm gonna go through the markets from an Elliott perspective. Again, I have to go through it again. I just did it. But here, I have to go back through all my charts. I hope you're all well. I hope you're all blessed. Here we go. I think I might. I think I might. I think I might. Let me see if this is actually recording now. Yes, okay, it is. Oh, good God. Right. I just talked the jaw off myself for like 40 minutes there. And now I have to do it all over again because I'm stupid enough to not have checked the recording. Hmm. Okay. I'm going to keep this tight. Here is your dollar. All right, let's just look at it. Look at the markets from an Elliott perspective. I had so much backup information there on the previous video, and I'm afraid now it's all gone. All right, here we go. This is what I'm looking at in the 4-hour count here again. I know I've been looking for this wave one top, just like I was looking for the bottom way down here, and everybody said to me that oh the dollar, the euro is dead and whatever, the dollar is king. Now here we are. The dollar is dead, and no, get out of the dollar, get into foreign currencies. Oh my word, buy gold, guys, gals, relax. The dollar is not dead. Relax. Don't worry. um, Here we are. I think we've got 5 waves up, pretty much complete. This week's action has been fumbling to the upside. That would be the most positive comment I could make on it. We've got 5 waves up. Let's get to the hourly count here, and I'll show you what I'm thinking. Wave 3, wave 4, what turned out to be, what turned out to be a fourth wave correction, and a nice, initial impulsive rally out of that fourth wave correction into wave 5. And now all we've done for the last 2 weeks is, jolt up and down and basically sideways. Um, Basically zero net gain off the wave 3 high, possible ending diagonal. Let's see wave 2 come upon us next week and shock everybody. This will be pretty much confirmed if we break the fourth wave low, so 104. But I think we're probably going to parity if we go to the 4-hour count again. A nice solid wave 2 correction down between 50 and 62% will bring us back towards parity again, and that will be a good buying point. I think if it's a second wave correction, that'll be a good place to look at it. Okay, here's candle 4-hour count. You can see that we're looking for a C wave decline here into a B wave low. So we're looking back towards this previous corrective range here, about 113, 114. If we break back into that level again, back up towards 114, I'll pretty much call wave C done. Wave B here, expanded flat correction done. And then we'd look for wave C higher. If we go to the hourly count, you can see 3 waves up. Again, a possible ending diagonal pattern here into wave C. So initial impulsive rally, wave A, 3-wave correction, wave B, and then a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe we have a new high to make in 5. I can't quite be too sure about that yet. We'll see how it goes today. But there is a wave 1 coming, and it'll break. If we break that wave B low here about 128.80, that'll signal wave 1 is underway, and that will signal the larger wave C is underway. Here we go, dollar yen. Now we're getting through it all right. We've got 5 waves down in A, 3 up in B, and then an ending diagonal again, pattern in wave 5, or in wave C. The question this week is, I am questioning let's say, the tightening range of the action that's happened over the last, since that wave 3 low, since the beginning, or since the middle of January here. The last 2 weeks have just ranged and tightened. So a possible triangle, maybe. That will be, let's say, decided very early next week. Here we get that tightening range here again. Provisionally, the low is in for wave 4, but that alternate count, I cannot count an impulsive pattern higher yet, and that's kind of worrying to me. The fact that we're contracting in the range here and the action is looking not entirely impulsive. If we break out impulsively out of the range here, then I'm happy to hang my hat on the bullish pattern. If we break it below, let's say 129 again, I think we'll probably have to switch to this larger wave 5 here. So that'll be 3 waves down in wave 5. We will see how that goes. Okay, here's the stock market. There's the Dow. We've got a 5-wave. There's a 4-hour count. 5 waves down in wave 1, 3 waves up in wave 2. This 3-wave correction here made it back up to the 78% retracement level. And I'll show you that in the hourly count. Let's get you in there. Now, the 3-wave correction off the December lows made it back to the 78 retracement level, 78% retracement level. Now, then we had an impulsive decline again, and now we have a corrective rally, and we are back at that shoulder again. We're back at that 78.6 retracement level. So we're kind of mirroring at one lower degree here what's happening. Again, I think the outcome, I have no change in personal point of view on the outcome here. I think a third wave down is coming. It'll be wave 3 of 1 of 3, so it'll still be quite an impulsive move. And I think we probably get down back below 30,000 again in this third wave down. Wave 3 of 1 will bring us, below 30,000. And then we'll probably consolidate down there a little bit, but it'll be quite the move down, I think, once it actually gets going. Here's the hourly count. You can see here that's the previous wave 2, made it back to the 78.6 well, just below 78.6 retracement level. Here we had 5 waves down again, back into the B wave range, or to the lower end of the B wave range, and we have 3 waves up again. And here we are. At the moment, we're halting below the 78.6 retracement level. Let me get a drink. So we've got 3 waves up. Internally here turned out to be an expanded flat correction. Wave C rallying to a new lower high, back in the range of the previous second wave, halting so far below the 78.6 retracement. Once we break wave B again, then that'll be not confirmation, but a signal that wave 3 down is underway. So watch for that 33,260 level next week. The high obviously has to hold. Let's move on. Get on to gold. The 4-hour count in gold. Still looking at that wave 1 high. Again, the action over this week has been so sleepy. Again, suggesting, the momentum death here at the end of wave 1 is, it's notable, very notable. RSI is gone negative. MACD is pretty much about to go negative. We have a completed pattern. We have an ending diagonal. We have, I think, an ending diagonal maybe within an ending diagonal, to be honest. The second wave is coming. Second wave correction will bring us back towards 1700 again, I think, once it does get going. Here we have the, that's kind of a minuscule view of what second wave should do. But I think once we get, here we have the, well, first of all, wave 4, and then the ending diagonal pattern, wave 5. This week has been basically sideways. Actually, since the last 2 weeks have been basically sideways. Since the 16th, wave 3 high, we're at the same price now as we were back at the 16th. So we've done 2 trading weeks sideways, and the rollover is coming. Just like everybody says, the dollar is dead. I think once wave 2 is underway, the dollar will be back alive again, and this will be declining along with the FX market, the dollar FX market. So let's see. Wave A down hasn't been confirmed yet. Let's see if we get a confirmation of it early next week. Crude oil, we've got 5 waves down in wave 1 green. We've got 3 waves up, maybe still underway in wave 2. Here we are halting at the 50% retracement level. we're in that range again. We're at the previous fourth wave high again, and we are holding. Basically gone sideways for this week. Um, Again, it's a case of there's no confirmation that the turn is in, but all the signals are there that we're topping again. So here's the hourly count. We've got 3 waves up in A, 3 down in B, and then a possible 5-wave count for wave C. Weakness at the 50% retracement. Maybe we make it up 63%. I don't know. This pattern has yet to unfold here, and the market has been weak this week. It's been, excuse the pun, it's been pretty weak. The momentum showing again that the rally has reached its end. The pattern is debatable, but let's see. Again, it will once the stock market breaks, the crude oil is going to break. There's no doubt about that. It's the economic pressures will pull crude oil down anyway. But I think the pattern is basically confirming that we're about to roll, and roll we shall. Heads will roll. Okay, so the S&P, now we're actually making progress here. And let me see if we're still recording. Yes, we're still recording. Okay. Wave 1 down, wave 2 up. Again, on the S&P, we've got that kind of mirroring effect here. We had the initial decline, let's say into the October lows in wave 1. We had that long, drawn-out, dragging rally back into wave 2 at the 78.6 retracement, basically to a pip. And then we moved impulsively lower, and now we're dragging ourselves higher again, lower high. You can see on the hourly count here, we're at the 78.6 retracement. The internal pattern here is pretty dead. This week has been, a grind, if nothing else. No confirmation of a turn yet. I had thought that we might have had the initial move here. We didn't. That didn't work out. But I think we've done enough. I think we've done enough here to call this baby pretty much done. Looking for confirmation next week. Wave 1 of 3 of 3. So we'll see how that goes. The previous video had such a more in depth and more nuanced kind of commentary. I wish I hadn't made a cock of it. Anyway, let's move on. Silver. Silver is one market that I have changed my mind on this week. Okay, but this is the long-term daily count that I've had. ABC down, and I've been showing this on the nightly updates. This has been the kind of the pervasive alternate count. The market was showing a three-wave pattern higher for such a long time. Let's say towards the end of November. I was holding with the idea that it was a fourth wave. The death in, let's say, the rally over the last few weeks has allowed, let's say, that count to continue, maybe past its own sell-by date. But this week, I think I've kind of basically walked into the, let's say, provisionally bullish count on silver. I still think there is a pretty significant correction coming our way in a second wave. But long term, just look at the weekly count here. This long term, I've always been bullish on silver. Yes, I am bullish. I always have been bullish. Let's say back since $10, I've been bullish on silver. Just this correction has gone on forever. So I think we're going to get a lower degree correction here that will create a significant opportunity with a higher low. Whether the world is falling apart and war is raging and we're all being called up to fight, and it won't matter what price silver is at that point. So so maybe it's a moot point here, but I think there'll probably be a tripling in silver over the next couple of years if the world holds on. So let's say we've got a higher low in wave 2. We should get a higher low in wave 2 blue here at one lower degree. Here's the 4-hour count. Possible top for wave 1 and 2 already in play. But I'm kind of, let's say, I'm being generous here. I'm going to allow maybe one final high in wave 5 of 1, although the action is, you know, you could split it either way here. So wave 3, 4, and maybe wave 5 will come in next week. Although if gold goes and the stock market goes next week, silver is going to go too. So um, this bullish count, let's say, is uniquely hanging on a thread also. So we have a topping pattern. Once wave 2 does manifest itself and we find a new low, let's say down back around $18, $19 again, between 18 and 19, between 1850, let's say, and 1950 in wave 2, then I think you'll be in for a long-term ride higher. Okay, let's go for I don't even want to look up Bitcoin, to be quite honest. Fourth wave correction higher, fifth wave's coming. I have a feeling that there's a lot of I don't know how to get this. Maybe you can get this geographical traffic data on the network, the Bitcoin kind of exchange, the exchanges. Tell me that a lot of this traffic isn't coming from Russia. Second mobilization announced, Bitcoin rallies. And you will notice now that in Russia they're banning Bitcoin right now. So we'll see how that goes. I pity them. And to all of you who are listening in Russia, God help you and God bless you. Nothing else to say on that. It's a brutal situation. And nobody wants to be sent off to war. It doesn't really matter, who's doing this ending. It is basically not the fault of the people who are being sent there. It's just not their fault. They're being sent there. It is the heads of all states that bear that kind of burden and that, let's say, that sin. So anyway, let's move on. Still expecting a fifth wave down in Bitcoin, and don't be surprised if we get into an extended fifth wave. Okay, let's move on. Enough sadness. I have joy in my heart. I have eternal life. There's nothing else that you need. Okay, so wave 2 high this is NASDAQ, 4-hour count in NASDAQ. Wave 2 high up around 13,700. We had 5 waves down into the October lows in wave 1. We had a 3-wave correction back. I think what did we make in that 3-wave correction? We made just above the 50% retracement level, and we rolled over impulsively. So now we're kind of retracing higher. We're back above the 78.6 retracement level on this correction, but at this point in time, I don't see any other outcome other than a second wave here. Maybe we're still operating within this larger degree second wave. Maybe that's kind of the only silver lining I could offer here would be that wave 2 at one higher degree is still unfolding, and maybe then we make that final high before moving down. But I think at this point, rather than being a leader, the Nasdaq is a lagger, and it will follow the rest. Once it goes, just nobody's buying computers. The internet space is slowing down, and that this highly leveraged Nasdaq will probably go the way of the dodo pretty soon. Now, that being said, bear markets always bring bear market rallies, and the bear market rally, well, it's been pretty subdued so far. It doesn't mean that large bear market rallies don't happen, and we did see that back last summer there, from June into, let's say, August highs, and a nice substantial bear market rally. We retraced it all in wave 1 here, and it was a reasonable bear market rally, 50%. Now we've got a lower high, but in terms of percentage, it's been a higher percent rally in terms of retracement of the previous decline. So I don't think anything has changed here in terms of the larger picture. We're still just tracing out lower highs. The acceleration phase into a third wave will come, and when it does come, boy oh boy, there'll be, what is it? Crying and gnashing of teeth, as they say. And on that biblical verse, I go to the end of every video. Thank you for watching. If you haven't already subscribed, maybe you should do that. But I always end the video with the good news of salvation. Salvation in Hebrew is Yeshua. Yeshua is Jesus' name. God with us, Emmanuel. He came, he died, he paid for your sin. It's already done. We're all sinners. We ain't going to be able to stand in front of a holy God, the God that created you, the God that knitted your DNA together. Did you know that the name of God is written in your DNA? Go look up the Hebrew alphabet, and the 10, 5, 6, 5 is Yud He Vav He Yahweh, and every 10th strand, every 10th, 5th, 6th, 5th strand is the molecules holding together your DNA, the strands holding together your DNA backbones. So God literally knitted you together in your mother's womb. Look outside. Look at your puppy. Look at your blue sky. If there's a painting, there is a painter. If there's a building, there's a builder. If there's a creation, there is a creator. And he's calling you back. And he made provision for you to be back in fellowship with him through salvation, through Jesus. And if you believe that he died on the cross for your sins, you confess that he is your Lord, you have passed from death into life. And that is it. It's not religion, it's relationship. God will do the rest. Search the scriptures. It's there for you. Anyway, if you want anything, if you want to talk about it, email me. And that's that. That's I've ended this video on a kind of on a lull, but I've been talking for over the last hour, so you can give me cut me some slack on that one. Okay, that's the end of that. God blessings to you. Have a nice weekend. If I'm alive, I'll be back next week, and see you on the website tonight. Bye bye.